Good morning, friends. I always say I'm going to do the fastest face that I've ever done, but this morning I may actually mean it. Today is Rosemary's actual birthday, and my eyes draining so bad. And our cat Loki, one of our foster fails, is not doing good. So, my husband took him to the vet yesterday, and they said that there were several tests that they couldn't run because something about they're still stuck in Memphis because of the weather. So they gave him IV fluids. They said he was severely dehydrated, gave him IV fluids, did an x-ray, didn't find anything. Am I glitching? I don't know what's happening. Whatever, I can't find the brush I want to use. And so they sent him home with antibiotics. Well, we tried to give him the antibiotics last night. Within about 2 hours, he vomited. Ended up vomiting twice last night. He's not making any output whatsoever. So we're going to have to load him up and take him to Tupelo. I feel awful because, this is supposed to be Rosemary's special day, and she doesn't understand that she's 7, but still, she's still she's been looking forward to getting her ears pierced for a year now. She's been talking about it for about 3 years, but she finally decided last year. And she said, on my birthday, I want my ears pierced. And I said, if on your birthday you still want your ears pierced, we'll get it done. So I already made her appointment. And here we are with the sick cat. Because Amory vet is, I don't know. The vet tried to say that he was mucusy. So we're going to give him antibiotics for mucus, even though my husband told him that the cat was no more mucusy than he typically is. He sneezes a lot, and he has snotty boogers, but it wasn't anything that was like, oh gosh, he's gunky. He wasn't gunky at all. And he's not lethargic. He's still walking around. He has no pep in his step whatsoever. He has no energy, but he's not himself, and he's not peeing or pooping. So we gotta do something right. So I guess we're just gonna go spend no telling how much money on another vet to run the same battery of tests, because they're gonna have to run the same test, and then what do you do? And then of course Rosemary's upset because it's her birthday. This is another thing that sucks for her, because we had already pushed her birthday party back. She was very gracious, I should say, because AJ was supposed to have a robotics competition today in Oxford. We found out about that before the kids got out for Christmas break. Well, since the weather happened, it had to be canceled, obviously, because Oxford is, still under ice. Well, she's already kind of, whatever about that. She's okay, though. And then this happened with the cat. She did have a great day at school yesterday. Her classmates spoiled her rotten. They gave her their own items, which I think is precious. They gave her their own items. But it's also kind of like one girl gave her she had this sticker fingernails on, popped her fingernails off and gave it to her. Whatever. She thought it was precious. I think the gesture was sweet. I think it's kind of gross. Also, they didn't stick on her fingers well, so she breaks out her glue stick and glues them on her fingernails with her glue stick. So whatever. We're just gonna get through this. This is what we're gonna do. My makeup's gonna look crappy if you see me out in public. Please know that I don't always look this bad whenever I put on makeup. It does not always look like I let my 4-year-old put on my makeup, but today is extenuating circumstances. Also, I need y'all to buy all the makeup and all the skincare so I can pay for my cat. Because this is probably visiting to be stupid too. It's not about the money. I know it's not. I just make inappropriate dark humor jokes whenever I'm stressed out. It's a coping mechanism. But, and of course I am aggravated that we spent a good bit of money. Like that vet visit yesterday was almost $400 for him to tell me that, for him to tell my husband that it was mucus. It's not mucus. But he didn't have a bowel obstruction. My husband asked to get an x-ray, which I know good and well we're fixing to go to a vet and do the exact same test again. We're going to be doing the same test. They're probably going to order another x-ray. So it's like yesterday didn't even happen. Okay. Are they even enough? Do I look like I can go out in public? Y'all, my allergies are draining so bad. I look like who to thunk it right now. My bronzer's still in there. I'll grab it before we go. Let's see if we can get something on these eyes that are watering. Okay, I am going to do whatever. We'll do Stay Golden just because it's easy and it's here. And I'm about to sneeze. Speaking of being gunky, I hope everybody has survived the Winter Storm Fern. This is Stay Golden. If I didn't say it out loud, I may have just said it in my head. We barely missed the line. Like, it snowed and it got cold, but nothing ridiculous, no, nothing too bad. I'm going to use Coco because it's right here beside everything. It's a crease color. I did prep my skin with Riman's Calming Balance Gel, as I do. But I need y'all to know that these bundles, the Riman bundles that I have been trying to sprinkle in, my eyes are so watery and blurry, are, today is the last day that you can get them. I'm hoping, convention is coming up soon. So, oops, wrong button. So we are hopefully going to get our new releases with Riman. I know that there was supposed to be a lash growth serum. They had talked about mascara. What else was it? Oh, the gel for sensitive skin, the gel wash, I think it is. So we're hopeful for that it's about to be released. I will be getting these, and I will be also including them in the sample kits. But please book parties. I am currently trying to find dark green towels, like washcloths and hand towels, because that's the hardest thing to find right now. And of course, that would be the thing that I want for my parties. And I found some on Amazon, but I'm so leery about ordering off of Amazon because of the reviews. Like, some of them are like, oh, it's really good quality. And then some of them will post pictures and they're garbage. And on the picture on Amazon, they look nice. But they look, I don't know. And I know sometimes reviews don't mean nothing. I look at all reviews. I look at good reviews, bad reviews, all the reviews. Give me all the reviews because I'm going to look at them. Because sometimes the bad reviews are like, there was a hole in my box whenever I got it. Yeah, well, that's the mail system, honey. That's not the product. Your product was intact. Don't say that. Okay. I even tried to talk to Rosemary. I was like, look, Loki's very sick. Can we postpone getting your ears pierced? Can I make your appointment for a different time? She don't understand. There are people outside of my door that I gave birth to. Okay, let's get Flurry is still available, so I'm going to use some Flurry to kind of brighten up this lid here. This one's going to look so wonky because my eye is just pouring. And it's going to stick. I don't know if y'all can hear them right outside. Girls! Alright. I am also going to do something a little different. I am going to use an eyeshadow color. I am going to use, I'm trying to see how dark is oak? I know it's not great, people, but y'all know my hotness anyway, so what does it matter? Okay, look at this. It's because my eyes watering so bad. It's ridiculous me trying to put on any mascara at all. I mean, not mascara, but okay, well, I'm gonna use Revival if I can find it right. Revival is an eyeshadow color. I'm saying that to remind myself that I'm using it. It's not the color that I wanted to use. I don't know. That is dark. That is real dark. We're just gonna blend. When in doubt, blend it out. Lord. That looks awful, doesn't it? Okay, whatever. And I'm going to line my eyes. It don't look that bad, does it? Doesn't look that bad. Ashley. I actually happen to have some intel on some new releases. I don't know whenever I am able to say them. They are with Saint. So I have to get some confirmation on that. Oh my gosh, don't nobody come up to me and look at me close up, because you're going to think, why in the world is this girl having makeup on? Because she looks like a garbage. Anyway, Saint is getting a couple of new products. I watched the live where is she a marketing specialist? I don't know what the heck she is. She talked about her new releases and why she chose the things she chose, and she's very into her feelings, and I'm not a very feely person. I am dead inside, I think, sometimes. But she cries on every live. She's just very emotional, and that's her thing, whatever. I sometimes have to fast forward a little bit. Okay, do we look like we're kind of even here? Please stop knocking on the door. Thank you. Anyway, so I will get that information out to you as soon as I can. I think it will revolve around the up and coming Valentine's Day, so y'all have access to those as well. We're gonna do a little bit, we'll just do some brownie on these lips. And then I'm going to take the same Revival and pat it on. And then I'm going to take the birthday cake lip oil. Lipple. And I'm just going to make some lips there. I know, that's cute, isn't it? This is Lash Silk, which I'm running out of, but I don't want to. I want to buy Riman's mascara next. So that's how come I am. This is not working for me. I need, this is what I was looking for first. Oh, my Lanta, I do not have deodorant on. It's a necessity. Poor AJ, I tell him all the time he's got to wear deodorant, and he doesn't want to wear deodorant, and he has needed deodorant since he was 6 years old, I kid you not. He smells like a bag of cut up onions. And I don't know if it's nerves, I don't know if it's, I don't know, but man, that's a funky kid sometimes. Alright, ladies, let me know in the comments what you think about this look. Eyeshadow all the ways. If you're the praying kind, say a little prayer for our Loki. I know that's kind of weird to pray for a cat whenever there's people without power right now. But maybe pray for my kids' hearts if it's not a good outcome. Because they have grown quite fond of these cats. And then, of course, we got Thor, his brother, who I'm scared is going to grieve himself because they have not been apart. That's part of the reason why we decided to keep them. Because they had never been apart. And we knew that if we gave them up for adoption after our foster term, that they would probably be separated. So we just decided to keep them. And now they're going to probably end up separated anyway. And I'm sorry to sound cold, but I am realistic, and he has not had food. Oh, I'm going to let y'all go. That's the animal care visit. Talk to y'all later. I'll post pictures. Bye.